Today, we've got an explosive story that's been heating up the basketball world: LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith. Yes, you heard it right. One of the NBA's most iconic superstars confronted ESPN's outspoken commentator, and the entire sports world has been buzzing ever since. You might have seen the viral clip that shows LeBron and Stephen A. having a heated conversation right before the Lakers-Knicks game on March 6th. Well, stick around because we're diving deep into what really happened, why it happened, and what it means for both LeBron and Stephen A. Smith going forward. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this breakdown.
That wasn't a basketball player confronting me. That was a parent. That was a father.
To understand why LeBron James confronted Stephen A. Smith courtside, we need to rewind the clock a little bit. Stephen A. Smith is no stranger to controversy. He's known for bold takes and heated debates on ESPN's First Take. One of his more controversial opinions this year revolved around LeBron's oldest son, Bronny James. Back in January, Stephen A. publicly stated that Bronny, who's now 20 years old, is only in the NBA because of his father's influence. He insisted that the young player belonged in the G League and needed to earn his spot, rather than relying on the power of the James family name. While Stephen A. claimed he was simply giving honest commentary, many fans, and apparently LeBron himself, felt that this take crossed a line. After all, Bronny is a promising athlete in his own right, and being LeBron's son puts a huge target on his back. So those remarks didn't just ruffle feathers among fans. They clearly got under LeBron's skin as well. Fast forward to March 6th, the night of the Lakers' home game against the New York Knicks. Cameras captured LeBron James walking up to Stephen A. Smith courtside. From the body language alone, you could tell something intense was going down. The video, which spread like wildfire on social media, showed a visibly passionate LeBron speaking directly to Stephen A., who seemed somewhat caught off guard. The internet went crazy with speculation. Were they discussing the Lakers' playoff hopes? Was Stephen A. criticizing LeBron's game? It turns out neither of those were the case. According to Stephen A. himself, LeBron was upset over how Stephen A. had been talking about Bronny. Stephen A. took to Twitter on March 7th to address the situation, saying he hadn't wanted to talk about it at all. But because the clip went viral, he felt compelled to clear the air. And clear the air he did. On his show First Take, Stephen A. laid out exactly what happened. LeBron confronted him about minding how he speaks about Bronny James. On First Take the morning of March 7th, Stephen A. explained that LeBron's words to him courtside weren't suitable for FCC airwaves, meaning it got pretty heated. But Stephen A. also emphasized one key point. This wasn't the Lakers star confronting him. It was a concerned father. A father who felt his son had been disrespected on a national platform. Stephen A. admitted he spent a lot of time thinking about whether to respond. He originally had no intention of fueling the rumor mill, but once the clip went viral, he had no choice but to address it. He also clarified that he wasn't angry at LeBron for what happened. In his own words, "That wasn't a basketball player confronting me, that was a parent, that was a father." He even went on to praise LeBron, calling him a wonderful family man and father who is deeply protective of his children. One part of Stephen A.'s explanation that really caught fans' attention was his disappointment that LeBron didn't handle this privately. Stephen A. stressed that if LeBron had just picked up the phone or reached out directly, he would have welcomed the conversation. After all, Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James both move in elite circles. They have mutual contacts. They could have easily had a man-to-man talk in a private setting. But instead, LeBron chose to confront Stephen A. on camera, right there in the middle of the Lakers arena, where it was guaranteed to be noticed. Was it a strategic move on LeBron's part? Maybe. Did it heighten the drama? Absolutely. But from Stephen A.'s perspective, it seemed unnecessary to make a public scene when a private conversation could have resolved any misunderstandings. LeBron James isn't just the face of the Los Angeles Lakers, he's also a devoted father of three. Beyond Bronny, there's 17-year-old Bryce and 10-year-old Jury, whom he shares with his wife, Savannah James. LeBron has always been vocal about his commitment to his family, and he's proud of his children's pursuits. With Bronny stepping into the spotlight, the pressure is immense. Not only is Bronny trying to carve out his own path in professional basketball, but he's also living in the shadow of one of the greatest players of all time. And that, of course, invites scrutiny. Comments like Stephen A. Smith's can hit harder because they question whether Bronny earned his place or simply got it because he's LeBron's son. To a father like LeBron James, that cuts deep. And if you combine that with the typical protective instincts any parent has, you can see why LeBron might reach his boiling point when someone publicly questions his child's abilities or motivations. So, what exactly did Stephen A. say back? In January, that stirred all this up? He practically pleaded with LeBron to stop bringing Bronny into the NBA conversation so soon. He argued that Bronny needed more time in the G League to develop and earn his place in the league. In one particularly bold statement, Stephen A. said, quote, "We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad." He wasn't saying Bronny wasn't talented. He clarified he was rooting for Bronny to succeed. But the core of his argument was that Bronny's presence in the NBA might be more about name value than skill. Whether you agree or not, it's easy to see how a comment like that would rub LeBron the wrong way, especially when the entire world is watching Bronny's every move. As soon as the courtside footage hit social media, fans from all corners weighed in. Some people applauded LeBron for standing up for his son, insisting any good father would do the same. Others questioned whether LeBron was being overly sensitive. After all, Stephen A. Smith's job is to deliver strong opinions. He's made a career out of it. There are also those who believe Stephen A.'s take had merit, that Bronny might be fast-tracked because he's LeBron's son. Still, plenty of fans think Bronny is more than capable and deserves a fair shot. Either way, this situation has sparked a bigger conversation about nepotism, family loyalty, and the sometimes blurry line between constructive criticism and disrespect. So, where do LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith go from here? Will this confrontation lead to bad blood, or is it just a bump in the road? Stephen A. seems open to patching things up, mentioning that he would have gladly spoken to LeBron privately, if given the chance. He emphasized that he's not harboring resentment, and that he respects LeBron's passion as a father. LeBron, on the other hand, hasn't publicly addressed this beyond the courtside moment. It's possible he said everything he needed to say, right then and there. Or maybe he'll sit down for an exclusive interview in the future. For now, fans are left to speculate. One thing is certain, the spotlight on Bronny James is only getting brighter, and both LeBron and Stephen A. know that. The conversation around him isn't going away anytime soon. That's the inside scoop on the LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith showdown. Was LeBron justified in calling out Stephen A. so publicly, or should Stephen A. be allowed to speak his mind without fear of confrontation? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a single update on your favorite athletes and celebrities. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.